Hey fans, great to see you. Before we dive into the top 6 celebrities who played in the NFL, can you do us a favor? See that subscribe button down below the video? Go ahead and hit that so you can be sure to catch all of our awesome videos. Okay, ready? Let's go. Number 6, Carl Weathers. Famous for playing Apollo Creed in Rocky, Weathers also appeared in Happy Gilmore and Little Nicky as Chubbs Peterson. But before his acting career took off, he played with the Oakland Raiders, now known as the Las Vegas Raiders. Starting in 1966 at Long Beach City College, Weathers went on to San Diego State, where he was a linebacker and earned Letterman status. He eventually landed with the Raiders and played 8 games with them. But his heart wasn't always in it, he said. He was taking drama classes and eventually started getting work as a movie extra. He says, "My one eye was on football and my other eye was on Hollywood." In the end, Hollywood won, but the NFL kept a place in Weathers' heart, and he went on to narrate several NFL films' season recaps. Number 5, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is best known for his incredible accomplishments in the WWE, including becoming the youngest person to win the WWE Championship. But back in 2004, he took a detour from his wrestling career to pursue a spot in the NFL. He had played football in high school and was eager to see if he could go pro. The Minnesota Vikings picked him up, but sadly, injuries from a motorcycle accident held him back. Still, he played in several preseason games before he was released. He went on to make a splash in the world of mixed martial arts and eventually returned to wrestling, where he was signed back to the WWE after 8 years. Lesnar had this to say about his career: "I've always had to fight for everything. Nobody could break me. As long as I have that, I don't care what anybody else thinks." Now that's the kind of attitude to have. Number 4, Bill Goldberg. World Heavyweight Champion Bill Goldberg is famous for his wrestling career, as well as his gigs as a guest star and host on various television shows. But he's never forgotten his roots as a football player. Hard to believe, right? Goldberg clocks in at 6 feet 4 inches and 285 pounds and played as a defensive lineman with the Rams and later the Falcons. Goldberg says he always wanted to be a football player, and for a while, his career was on a path to football stardom. He won a scholarship to the University of Georgia and played with the Bulldogs. The Rams selected him in the 1990 draft. Unfortunately, he was set back by a severe injury when his abdominal muscles tore away from his pelvis. Youch. Goldberg never quite recovered from that injury and still has a scar from it. Sadly, his NFL career was cut short. Goldberg said he has mixed emotions about it, but was happy to have the chance to play. He started his wrestling career where he had an undefeated streak from 1997 to 1998. Now he's signed to the WWE. I think he's doing pretty well. Number 3, Fred Williamson, aka The Hammer, has a long list of movie credits, including Black Caesar, From Dusk Till Dawn, and Starsky and Hutch. But before making his mark in the world of cinema, he played 8 seasons with the American Football League, which merged with the NFL. After winning a football scholarship to Northwestern University, he was signed by the Steelers. His tendency to play defense a little too hard earned him the nickname The Hammer, which Williamson would eventually carry over into his film career. Williamson was an all-pro defensive back for the Raiders and also played 3 seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs, where he became one of football's first ever self-promoters by striking the heads of opposing players. Dang. Number 2, Jim Brown. Jim Brown is known for Mars Attacks, Any Given Sunday, The Dirty Dozen, The Running Man, but before his successful acting career, he was an NFL player who was so good. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame for both pro and college football. Played for the Cleveland Browns for 9 years, where he earned the reputation as one of the greatest running backs of all time. With a whopping 12,312 rushing yards and 106 touchdowns, Brown busted multiple records. Recognized as the AP NFL Most Valuable Player 3 times, he led the Browns to an NFL championship in 1964. He told tight end John Mackey, "Make sure when anyone tackles you, they remember how much it hurts." And he played with that philosophy, as he was notoriously difficult to tackle. He started acting in the mid-60s while he was still playing for the Browns and ended up leaving the team to pursue his role in The Dirty Dozen. Despite his shift into the world of cinema, we'll never forget his accomplishments in the NFL. Number 1. Terry Crews. You may know the veteran TV actor and host Terry Crews from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, America's Got Talent, and Everybody Hates Chris, or maybe as the Old Spice guy. But before he started his lucrative entertainment career, Crews was a defensive end and linebacker for multiple NFL teams. Standing at 6 feet, 3 inches, and weighing 245 pounds, it's no surprise that Crews killed it in his football career as well. Crews was always both an artist and an athlete, earning scholarships for both to Western Michigan University. There, he was a defensive end for the Broncos and helped the team to the Mid-American Conference Championship. He was drafted by the Rams in 1991 and played 6 games with them before he went on to play 10 games with the Chargers and 16 games with the Redskins. Phew! Throughout his career, Crews earned extra money by painting photorealistic portraits of his teammates. Is there anything this guy can't do? Unfortunately, Crews had a bad experience trying out for the 49ers, and that turned him off to football for good. So he threw himself into his acting career where he's done very well for himself. Still, he gained perspective from the experience, telling Business Insider, "The good thing about football is that you develop a work ethic if you work at it, and you start to learn that anything can be learned." Powerful words there. That's a good note to end on. Hey, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more great content about all things football. We'd love it if you shared this video with your friends too. All right, see you next time. Until then, have an awesome day.